Hey guys, Jim Bounds at Motorhome Rehab Ranch. Thanks for spending a couple of minutes. And this is a subject that came up recently. It's something that we used to do at co-op about exhaust systems. And one of the ranch hands was talking to me, and he put it up, and people have had interest of it. And the title, as it said, is a single muffler exhaust system. I'm going to show you what we did over the years and why I think it works well. And if you have the option, not to say the original is it works beautiful, it does. I wanted to try to find a picture of the exploded muffler, but I mean, you guys know what it looks like, right? You've seen that. Boom. GMC has a problem sometimes when it backfires or decelerates even, will blow out a muffler. I know you've heard about that. So thinking about that over the years and thinking about some different things. So real quickly, what our exhaust system has, you come off of this side of the motor and you come off of this side of the motor, 4 to 1, you come to here. Now, as you know, if you've been watching these, you need to block the exhaust crossover. It's like, block the exhaust crossover. Okay, why? Because the engine was smart enough to know it needed each head needed to talk to each other to be balanced better. Okay? But the problem is that heat is a problem, so we had to block it off. Well, what did that do now? Because here's your motor, okay? And you've got the exhaust. And the best way to balance a motor, and if you look at a Ford dual exhaust, there's a pipe right in the middle. Just after they come together, there's a crossover pipe. And you look, you remember what I'm saying. It all goes back. When you're looking at the exhaust, look at that. It's tied together. That's not a true exhaust. No. The best way to balance a motor. Now, you've got the crank balances it, the flywheel balances it, harmonic balancer balances it. Hopefully the machine shop balanced it. It's still the best way is to connect the exhausts, okay? Connect the exhaust. GM does it right through the head, from head to head, and this is the intake manifold. Isn't it beautiful? Right through there, that's where it comes. Now, as you've read, we block that off. Now what we have in our coach, we don't have a Ford dual exhaust. Nope. Okay. What we have is we now have a muffler here. We have a muffler here. Then we have a Y pipe. Big long exhaust pipe. It goes out. Now, if this motor needs exhaust to balance, and this is blocked off now, guess where it's balancing? Oh, I got another color. Exciting. Right through here. The motor balances itself through the two mufflers in the Y pipe. Now, why do the mufflers blow up? They're thin metal. Big pressure, boom. When this engine has an imbalance of exhaust pressure, the mufflers take a hit, especially in that we've blocked off the exhaust crossovers. You follow what I mean? So this is what I feel a problem is. Also, we have a problem right above these mufflers is the floor. Excuse me. We have heat right there. Also, we have noise. And we have crossover obstruction. Well, all right. So this is what we came up with. Shooting markers. By the way, say hello to Mike. Mike's doing our camera work today. Janie's off. Thank you, Mike. So here's what we do. from the header, which, by the way, if you don't have a header, you'll have one soon. The reason you don't have it, nobody uses it. Well, guess what? You're going to start using it. It's going to break. The header bolts is a 5-bolt pattern, not a 6. There's 2 on either side and 1 in the middle. There's a natural tendency for a cast manifold to warp. You can keep shaving it off. If you do too much on the driver's side, you crush the oil dipstick too. Oh, you might run into a coach that has 3 gaskets on the driver's side. That's to build up the manifold enough to clear the oil dipstick that goes between the manifold and the block. That's an old one. Anyway, 50-year-old cast manifolds that was has seen extreme use here. Stuff's brittle. To be honest with you, you're going to probably need to get a set of headers. And the headers, the only company that ever made any headers to fit was Doug Thorley. Their part number was 355Y. So you can look at the rummage sales or whatever, 355Y Thorley. They stopped production. It's now, it seems like, only available with the GMC dealers. Yeah, that's okay. I'll get with them. Seems like it's only available with Jim and Jeff because it's made in runs. Okay, so if you're looking to do this, my suggestion is make it ready for new headers if you're going to use manifolds. All right. So we come out of here and literally wire it together. No mufflers. Okay. Now, I would prefer stock pipe, and I would prefer using the silicone gasket. There's one at the front and one at the back to hold that pipe so it doesn't vibrate, it doesn't create a vibration. A lot of folks will put 3-inch pipe in there, and that's all good, okay. The problem is there's a 3-inch hole. So you shove that pipe in there, it's a complete contact of noise. And you know, if you want it to be Saturday Night Special or something, but I would prefer to isolate that pipe. So you have an original pipe in there with the original silicone red or yellow washers, little brackets. Keep those babies and put the right pipe in there. All right. Come back here. Here's the original pipe right here. Say it's good. Well, amazing. No, it's not. So you come out of there, you go to the back, straight to the back. Now you'll have a spacer here and one here that holds the weight of that. It'll get back here. Here's the back of the coach. Get back here. Right here, you put this muffler. Here's one right here. Universal exhaust muffler. 2 in, 1 out. Or 1 in, 2 out. I'm sorry. So you come this pipe, you go 90 degree to 2 out, and then you run it out like that. This I would call this a megaphone muffler because it's got pressure to here and then it blows out like that. So you're using this length as your back pressure. And I tell you something, it seems like about 60, 70 miles an hour, it tunes down that this length of pipe is just right that it really gets quiet. You buy one muffler. This one's $37. No, $50. What is it? $39. Hang that pipe just right. Come out this side with 2 pipes. Release the pressure. Besides that, when you pull into a place, they go, why's that guy got 2 pipes? He got dual exhaust in there? Don't you love it? Actually, people do dual exhaust kits using that same muffler. So what have I done? I have allowed the engine to cross over, to balance itself. I've taken the heat away from under the floor and put it in the back. By the way, you want to put a heat shield. Ask me how I know. You want to put a heat shield right there. You've taken the heat back there. You've taken the noise back there. Everything's in the back. Now, I'm not going to tell you it does, but I tell you, it seems like it gets quieter as it gets into 60 miles an hour and over. This was a feature that we would do in the coaches, and it's another part of blocking the crossovers. But to try to explain all of this at one time would have been probably a little bit blown. People, wouldn't take. So now that everybody understands this is what we need to do here, now what needs to happen is we need to give a free crossover to the motor. Now, I am not saying that you have to rip all your exhaust pipes out and throw it all away and put this in. No, I'm not. I would tell you if you blow a muffler out, probably about the time might be cheaper. And if somebody's put in the original exhaust system just like it is here recently, no problem. This was one of the behind the scenes lab rat type things that we were messing with. And I told one of the ranch hands and it got out. So this is what it's about. This is what I would, as soon as mine blows up, I'll put one in. I hope this explains it. All right. Look, thanks for hanging with me on this thing. In that I've got a cameraman, I don't know how long it is, so we're just going to roll with it. Ranch hands, thank you for your support. I hope this helps you a little bit. Call me with questions. Call me with what you've done. And do not forget a heat shield. Duck it right in there underneath the bumper where the body kicks up. Call it the whoopty. Put it right in there. Thanks, guys. We'll see you next time.